Alright class, today we're going to be doing a little math. And I think by now we can all do regular just adding and subtracting with positive numbers, such as 2 plus 2. What would that equal? 4. Okay, simple enough, right? So today's lesson is going to be pretty much as simple as this once we break it down. We're going to be adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers. So let's just start by adding two negative numbers together. So if I were just to put a negative sign in front of here and a negative sign in front of the 2, just think of it as if you would cover these negative signs up, it's still just 2 plus 2. So the 4 stays the same. The only thing that changes would be you have to put the negative sign in front. So that's easy enough. If we would do negative 5 plus negative 7, what do you think that would equal?
Negative 12.
Okay, exactly. And again, all you have to do is add these two numbers together, and since they're both negative, you just put the negative sign there. Now, that was pretty simple. Now let's go with adding one positive and one negative number. So let's do positive 2 plus negative 3. Well, this looks a little funny, maybe at first, but again, let's try to break it down and make it as simple as possible. So we have a positive 2 and a negative 3, and all we're doing is seeing, okay, first, which number is bigger, the negative number or the positive number? And right away, that can tell us if we're going to have a positive answer or a negative answer. So since the 3 is bigger than the 2, we're going to have a negative answer? Okay, so we can put that there. And then all I have to do after that is think 3 minus 2 is 1. And right now I want you guys to break it down, but once you get the hang of it, you'll just be able to see in your head that it's negative 1. So now that we can do positive negative adding, let's do subtraction. So let's have an example of negative 5 minus 7. Okay. Now that may look a little funny to us at first because we got almost, it looks like there's two negatives, and with that subtraction sign, what do? So let's try to make this again as easy as possible, break it down, and since we already know how to do the addition, let's make it into an addition problem. So let's change this to a plus and put a minus here by 7. And we already know how to do this, so negative 5 plus negative 7 is
Negative 12.
exactly. And once you start getting the hang of it, you'll be able to look at it and just think in your head, just like you would say 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, and you'll say negative 5 minus 7 is negative 12.
Now, why did you change the sign though? Like, what made, like,
That,
why is
why did I change the sign?
it negative? Why is
Just,
negative 5 minus 7? Why is that turning so positive?
if you think in simpler terms, if you put negative 5 and negative 7 right there, you can make this a negative number.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, I still didn't explain that well. I'd say it's just a rule of math, honestly. You can only do it when you're subtracting, though, and there's nothing in front of here. If there was something in front of here, like that, then that would be a different option. But since there's nothing in front of the 7, just to make things simple, you can just make that into an addition and put a negative in front of the 7.
Okay.
It's still the same problem, you're just making it look simpler. And all I can really tell you on that is it's a rule of math, and some things aren't really easy to explain. So if I would do negative 2 minus negative 7, can I change it there then?
No.
Okay, since I have a minus and a negative, it's almost just like an adding then. You're just adding 7. Since I have a minus here and a negative here, all that turns into is a plus, and then that ends up being 5. So on subtraction signs you can change, addition signs you can't. So that's really something you got to remember, is that if you have a subtraction sign, you can change it. And that's pretty much as simple as it gets. We're going to have a quiz to make sure you can do that. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. But this will kind of review, how much did you get? And if you have any questions, you can let me know. But just finish this up, and if you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.